Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Monday, November 22nd, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Phoenix Suns vs San Antonio Spurs. The Suns last played against the Dallas Mavericks, winning the game 105-98. Phoenix had the slight edge in overall shooting percentage of 44% compared to Dallas's 41%. The Suns were able to pull out the win despite making fewer three-pointers. Devin Booker led the team with 24 points in 35 minutes of action. DeAndre Ayton picked up a double-double with 19 points and 13 rebounds. San Antonio last played against the Minnesota Timberwolves, losing the game 115-90. In the game, the Spurs shot 41% from the field and a dismal 18% from downtown. On defense, they struggled to keep the Timberwolves from getting open looks as they connected on 43% of their three-point shots. Devin Vassell was the team's leading scorer off the bench, picking up 18 points in 24 minutes. Our first betting advice is to pick Phoenix Suns minus 5.5. San Antonio is averaging 107.1 points per game. They scored 90 points in their last game, making 41.7% of their field goals and 18.8% of their three-pointers. Devin Vassell led the way for San Antonio with 18 points and 4 rebounds. Lonnie Walker IV finished with 12 points and 3 assists, while Keldon Johnson added 12 points and 4 rebounds for the Spurs. San Antonio has played well defensively, giving up 109.7 points per game. They gave up 115 points in their last game and will need to play better if they want to win this game. Phoenix is averaging 110.7 points per game. They scored 112 points in their last game, making 51.8% of their field goals and 48.3% of their three-pointers. Michael Bridges led the way for Phoenix with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Devin Booker finished with 19 points and 1 rebound, while Chris Paul added 18 points, 5 rebounds, 14 assists, and 3 steals. Phoenix has also played well defensively, giving up 104.9 points per game. They gave up 104 points in their last game and will need a similar effort if they want to get the win. Our second betting advice is to pick over 219. Memphis Grizzlies vs Utah Jazz. Ja Morant, 25.1 ppg, leads 4 players that are averaging at least 14 ppg, and he was playing well until the last game, where he only scored 11 points on 33.3% shooting. Dillon Brooks, 19.3 ppg, missed the last game and is listed as day-to-day with a hamstring injury. Jaren Jackson Jr., 14.1 ppg, had scored 18 points in 2 straight games before only going for 12 points in the loss to Minnesota, where he shot 22.2%. Memphis is only 2-5 on the road on this season. Mitchell, 24.4 ppg, leads 6 players averaging at least 11 ppg, and he had only totaled 33 points in 2 games before going for 26 in the last one. Gobert, 15.3 ppg 15.1 rpg, leads the NBA in rebounding, and Bojan Bogdanovic, 16.6 ppg, had totaled 53 points in 2 games before only totaling 17 in the last 2 games. Mike Conley, 13.4 ppg, went for 17 points in the win over the Kings, shooting 70% from the floor, and in his last 3 games, has shot 60.8%. On the season, Utah is 6-2 at home. Our first betting advice is to pick Jazz minus 10. Desmond Bane led the Grizzlies with 21 points and 5 rebounds. Tyus Jones had 16 points, while Jaren Jackson contributed with 12 points and 4 boards. Dillon Brooks and De'Anthony Melton missed the game against Minnesota and are questionable to face the Jazz on Monday. The Grizzlies have the 8th offense in the NBA that is scoring 109.5 points per game, and they are in the top 5 when it comes to rebounds, as they are averaging 46.7 per contest. Memphis is the 5th team in the assist compartment with 25.1 per game. The defense is a whole other story as the Grizzlies have the worst D in the league that is allowing 114.7 points to the rivals. Our second betting advice is to pick over 221.5. Quick reminder, BetUS is a platform that offers betting on all major sport and horse racing leagues. It has slots, table games, blackjack, and a variety of other casino games. All of the major US leagues are available for betting, including the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and PGA. In addition, BetUS allows wagers on esports, Olympic events, soccer, cricket, boxing, cycling, and many more competitions. Join BetUS now using our link down below and get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on the sportsbook after you open an account and deposit using our link and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES. Philadelphia 76ers vs Sacramento Kings. Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey led the show for the 76ers with 28 points each, while Harris led the charts of assists. They were phenomenal from the ground as they flipped in 50.6% of the field goals, while the percentage of three-pointers was relatively less, as they could dunk only 10 three-pointers out of the 28 attempts that they forged, constituting 35.7% of the total attempts. The 76ers have struggled in the conference as they have managed a win-loss record of 5-6, while their best stint has come away from home. They have bagged 5 victories on the road while losing out on 4. As they will once again be traveling away from home, they will be raring to build their momentum against disjointed Kings. Richaun Holmes was phenomenal as he grabbed 22 points in the last game, while Harrison Barnes chipped in with a decent show of 18 points. It was Barnes who topped the chart of assists as he bagged 5. Out of the 91 attempts of the field goals, they were successful in scoring 41 netters. Coming to the three-pointers, they were successful in registering 10 dunks out of the 31 they attempted. Our first betting advice is to pick the Kings. The Kings were close to the Jazz for the opening 3 quarters, but their defense collapsed in the final 12 minutes when the Jazz scored 39. Sacramento made only 10 triples compared to Utah's 17, while the Kings were out-rebounded with 52 Utah's boards opposite Sacramento's 35. Richaun Holmes led the Kings in a 123-105 defeat with 22 points and 7 rebounds. Harrison Barnes added 18 points, team-high 8 boards, and game-high 5 assists. Tyrese Haliburton scored 17, while Buddy Hield and De'Aaron Fox combined for 29 points. The 76ers have the 14th offense in the NBA that is scoring 108.1 points per game, and they are in the top 3 when it comes to the field goal, 46.9%, 3 points, 37.2%, and free throws, 82.5%. On the other hand, they are the weakest rebounding team in the league, with only 41.6 boards per contest. Philadelphia compensates that with good ball handling, as they are second with 12.4 turnovers. Philly has an average defense that is allowing 106.3 points per game. Our second betting advice is to pick under.